what's the emergency?
Is this Minot dispatch?
Yes, it is.
We got an emergency, just had a derailment, and we've got an explosion. CP rail, over.
Okay. Do you know what kind of chemicals are on board, sir?
We've got hazardous material, and I can smell stuff now.
It was 6 degrees below zero in Minot, North Dakota, January 18th, 2002. 7 Canadian Pacific train cars derailed at 1:30 a.m., creating the worst anhydrous ammonia spill in history. Just outside the housing tract, Teresita Vallejo, a cloud of deadly gas was moving toward the town. Minot Police Sergeant Dave Goodman heard the call and went to take a look.
It looked almost like something out of a cheap horror film. It was just a large cloud, and it just appeared to be rolling towards Minot.
There's some smoke. We understand that, sir.
911, what's the emergency?
I am going to pass out.
Sergeant Goodman needed his gas mask, but it was at home, inside the poisonous cloud.
I pulled into my driveway.
911 emergency. Where's Kelsey at?
I had my SWAT gear in the garage. I ended up getting my gas mask. And I got my family out of the house. They were in extreme panic.
Give me a drink and stop.
My kids were 4, 6, and 8 years old at that time.
How old is your daughter? She's 12. 12. Okay, just stay on the phone.
My kids were screaming in the background, so they were all concerned. I know my wife has said several times that she was scared that she was either going to sit there and watch our kids die.
She can't breathe out there.
Or that she was going to die in front of our kids.
It's bad. We're going to try to go to the neighbors.
But going outside was the worst thing to do.
We were running all over the place. We didn't know where we were going.
Sue and Mike Johnson fled their home and got lost. But they got lucky. The Lundeen family rescued them.
Our eyes and our nose and our throats, everything was burning, burning, burning.
We were never so happy as to see a set of hands beating on that windshield.
You guys just find a place to sit down, find each other, and I'll get some towels.
Tom Lundeen guided the families into his basement. No lights, no heat, no information.
Radio, anything on the radio yet? Hear anything?
No, there hasn't been anything, just music.
Dispatchers were advising callers to listen to their emergency broadcast station.
What should we listen to, a certain radio?
KCJB Radio 910.
KCJB.
But a full hour after the crash, there was still nothing on KCJB or any other radio station.
We've been putting it out over the radio.
What's the radio station?
All the radio stations, sir.
I have had it on. I haven't heard it once.
How come there's nothing on the radio or the TV yet?
Should be something on the radio about it, but there isn't.
Here is actual footage from inside the patrol car that night. Listen carefully. You'll hear the radio playing music.
312, 424. 12. I'm starting to get a pretty good odor of it up here at 21st Avenue now.
There were 8 commercial radio stations in Minot. 6 of them, including KCJB, had been bought by one company, Clear Channel. They were programmed from 1,200 miles away via satellite.
I got the radio on and just going through it until I found KCJB, who is the station at that time for emergency services.
The only thing we heard on the radio was what time it was and the temperature. What time it was and the temperature, and that just gets old. 140, 145, 215, 220. Oh, it was awful. Only the time and temp. That's all we heard, over and over and over and over again.
And country music.
911, what is your emergency?
Minot police tested the emergency alert system the week before, but it didn't work that night.
911, what is your emergency?
And cops aren't allowed to interrupt regular programming when they need to. Interruptions cut into advertising revenue. Only the president can do that.
If we could have had somebody on that would have said, stay in your home, we would have, yes, our lives would be much, much better. We have lots of health issues now because we were out in it for 22 minutes because we didn't know what it was.
No one could reach the emergency broadcaster by telephone. Clear Channel was consolidating all 6 of its stations into one building and had cut the line. Just one broken telephone line meant no one could reach anyone at 6 different local radio stations.
911 emergency.
There's a man down in his driveway.
I had the benefit of meeting him one night when I was just brand spanking new, and he was my first ticket I ever wrote to, and we became good friends after that.
911, what is your emergency?
We are seeking a person who's unaccounted for, and his name is John Grabinger, and no one has heard of him or seen him.
A good friend of mine died that morning.
So what did the CEO of Clear Channel have to say about all this?
And you're trying to compete to sell your customers' products, which is our business. We're in the business of selling our customers' products. And through our audiences, the advertising that we sell, we hope that we do accomplish that. It is our absolute commitment to be a public service conduit to every single market that we're in, which we do achieve in every single market that we're in.